occasion, Secretary Briones hands over the SEARCA 3 to the 11th SEARCA Director, Dr. Glenn Gregorio. The SEARCA 3 pictures Abolaves lead endurance groups with an interlaced design of grain, stalks, and panicles. It immediately brings to mind the ecosystems of forests and crops as parts of total agriculture. The Bolave suggests concepts of growth, strength, and durability, the aspirations of Southeast Asians. The interlaced grain stalks are the bonds of unity among the countries served by SEARCA toward higher productivity in food, as exemplified by the grain qualities. Congratulations, Dr.
Morning to everyone. Good morning. So I have a few minutes to talk, so be patient with me. Our Honorable Secretary Leonor Magdulis Briones of the Philippine Education member of the Diplomatic Corps, joining us in this momentous event, especially His Excellency Mongkani Luang Nong Ling Po, Tony of the Embassy of Laos, BDR, His Excellency Wasin Ruang Prachup Singh of the Royal Thai Embassy, His Excellency Ambassador Nicolas Galli of the French Embassy, Dr. Fernando C. Sanchez Jr., the Chancellor of the University of the Philippines, Los Baños, and the GB Board Chair, Dr. Ethel Agnes P. Valenzuela, Director of SEMIO's Secretariat, distinguished members of SEARCA Governing Board, special guests, former directors of SEARCA, and deputy directors, thank you very much for coming. Our national scientists, academicians of the National Academy of Science and Technology, our friends, our colleagues, family members, and relatives, and I want also to recognize my mother, who flew all the way from North, Professor Paz Bora Gregorio. She wants to see me talking a little bit, maybe not on my jokes, but she's with me right now. I'm happy to be with her and my whole family, which I know they will be part of the, as I lead SEARCA, they will be part of the sacrifices. So for my family, thank you very much. Maraming salamat. Most of them are, or all of them are here. And they will be, sometimes they're asking me before, I'm just ordinary professor in the university. I always go home even during snack time. And now they're asking, is Papa eating here? Is Papa eating here? Is Papa going home? So, although my house is just one stone away, but yeah, I'm still very busy, so be patient with me. Give me 3 years or 6 years, I'll be home for So, on behalf of the SEMIO SEARCA family, staff and scholars, a pleasant good evening, good morning to all. My heartfelt welcome to all of you to this opening ceremony of SEARCA's 67th Governing Board meeting. On this occasion, we jointly hold my investiture since we were able to convince the Governing Board to have this year's Governing Board meeting at SEARCA headquarters here in the Philippines, UP Los Baños, again after a long time. The last time was in 1998, that's 20 years ago. So welcome back home. So SEARCA Governing Board back home to SEARCA headquarters. We are therefore doubly honored on this joint occasion by the presence and the blessings of our Honorable Secretary of the Philippine Department of Education, Honorable Leonor Briones. Thank you, ma'am. The first time I met Ma'am Liling was in January 2019, last January, in full force with all her undersecretaries to interrogate me on why I wanted to be a SEARCA director. So, as if I'm in the witness stand. But instead of getting intimidated, I immediately felt the connection with her. I asked her with an innocent question, why is DepEd interested in SEARCA? It was a very innocent question. But with a very firm but very warm motherly tone, he replied, if you want to promote agriculture, innovation, you have to start while they are young. So the same thing as saying, you start when they are, if you want more education, more agriculture, don't start in the college or in after graduation. You start when they are very young. So that's her tone, and I couldn't agree more. She instructed me to make agriculture more sexy, more attractive, more enticing, show agriculture is a good business, and make agriculture like an elite club for the youth. So we are packaging agriculture to be like really a superstar. So actually, Ma'am Liling, as you mentioned, is a good singer. I just arrived from US to attend the World Food Prize awarding, and but what becomes viral during that World Food Prize award is not the World Food Prize winner, which is my former boss at East West Company, but because of the performance of Rachel and Go. Actually, I am tempted, as I mentioned, Ma'am Liling is a singer and a former choir member of UP. I actually was considering to ask her to give us a song, but I opted not to, because everyone might forget about SEARCA and just remember her song. Anyway, Ma'am, thank you very much for your presence, and I'm really honored. And you will be part of SEARCA, even the failure of SEARCA in the next 3 years. Since we have with us the DepEd Secretary and the members of the SEARCA Governing Board and at our headquarters, this is the best time to hold the investiture as well. So I want to share this journey with you. Your blessing, your support are crucial in the implementation of SEARCA's 11th five-year plan. So I'm the 11th director with the 11th five-year plan. So it's really synchronizing. To give you a taste of SEARCA's proposed 11th five-year plan, but I don't want to bore you to death, but just to give you a taste of it, let me try to give you the highlights. Especially most of you, as this is your first time to hear what's the highlights of the SEARCA's 11th five-year plan. The key to securing the future of SEARCA is inclusive innovation and interconnectivity. So triple I. Inclusive innovation and interconnectivity. That is academe, industry, government interconnectivity towards an innovation-centered, partnership-driven, and infrastructure-based SEARCA. So it's a mouthful. If you want the tactical plan or operation plan, talk to me later and I'll give you all the plans that we are doing. The evolving context of agriculture requires that SEARCA evolves also. Innovate rather, in order to remain relevant, we have to innovate. Today, the context of agriculture, rural development, and state of farmers as aligned with the global goals mainly focus on the contribution of agriculture to hunger and malnutrition eradication and improving the standard of living of of all in an economically, socially, and environmentally sustainable manner. So that's the challenge. To remain relevant, SEARCA commits to participate in achievements of the following global priorities, identified by the global development and financial institutions to cover the biggest issues the world is facing and will be facing in the coming years. Aligning with the Sustainable Development Goals, SEARCA will contribute to transforming the current farmers who are stuck in the belief that farming is limited to production into new farmers' operation in a modern agriculture ecology, that is Agriculture 4.0. Alongside other global, regional, and national organizations, SEARCA align its direction towards contributing to the achievements of the Sustainable Development Goals that address global challenges to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. SEARCA commits to contribute and allocate resources for the achievement of the particularly on the 5 development goals, that is innovation, infrastructure, climate action, and partnerships, which directly align with the mandate and focus with emphasis on creating partnership. Moreover, in doing so, SEARCA contributes to 3 other Sustainable Development Goals, that is no poverty, gender equality, responsible consumption, and production. In collaboration with the key partners and stakeholders working for a well-being of farmers and their communities, SEARCA should be able to embrace disruptive agriculture technology, that is Agriculture 4.0, to build transformational leadership, empower the youth and agriculture graduates at the next generation, and build and bridge divides and maintain harmony between key partners and stakeholders. The key partners and stakeholders in the 11th five-year plan with whom SEARCA can play an important role includes the following farmers and farming communities and youth, cooperatives, farmers, association and other collective activities, local government units, higher education institutions, business and industries, national government, and global development organization, both bilateral and multilateral agencies. Furthermore, SEARCA commits to initiating new innovative practices to become the leading enabler and champion of Agriculture 4.0 and rural development in Southeast Asia and contribute to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. In order to do so, SEARCA will strategically and intentionally pursue policy, institutional, and social technological innovation by and with their partners over time. It will develop platforms that can deliver the strategic outcome, which are significantly better, bigger, smarter. So bigger, better, bigger, smarter. Better, that is more context relevant and valuable services. Bigger, that is to more stakeholders, the more the better. And smarter, using more effective and efficient way. I'll be discussing all this with the board members today and tomorrow. To ensure the achievement of the sustainable goals through changes in economic and social structure and adoption of more sustainable consumption and production behaviors. The commitment follows the transformational change from traditional band-aid activities to new innovative practices. Today marks many new beginnings, many firsts. Actually, our GB board mentioned many firsts of SEARCA. So a first GB meeting here at SEARCA for after a very long time, 20 years. And DepEd Secretary Ma'am Liling first visit to SEARCA, and she promised to come here every now and then. And I want you to visit also our Sky Garden, of course in the sky at the top, where you will see the newest technology. And also the first SEARCA choir. A while ago, I just write it here. And they have just practiced for 2 weeks or maybe 3 days. but they were already very impressive. I almost cried. And especially the start of the 11th five-year plan. The goal and implementation of the plan, as well as the implication to society, makes it a daunting task. But it is not really a new beginning after all, but a continuation building on the great foundation laid down by the previous directors, in whose footsteps I can only attempt to follow. The 10th five-year plan directed SEARCA to move away from the business-as-usual strategy, as it is no longer enough to cope with the increasing complexities, uncertainties, and non-linearities of this constantly changing environment. The new normal condition in the Southeast Asia region compels SEARCA and all of its key partners to initiate paradigm shift to increase its visibility and coverage and deliver great impact to the lives of the primary stakeholders, the farmers, the farming communities, including the youth. And so, we hope to push this in the 11th five-year plan. With the collaboration and support of our partners, institutions, and especially those present here, it is with confidence that I say we can make something that is already good, already big, already smart, into something better, bigger, smarter together. Thank you, mabuhay kayong lahat. God bless you all. God bless you.